Hello, how are you? And welcome to this evening's Monday Meetup. We, as always, have got a few things to talk about. Some things that have been going on last week, things that are going to be going on this week. And so there's lots of things to say. I just want to welcome you if you're here for the very first time. It's always good to have new people with us. Welcome along. If you're in the chat room, that would be great. People are very friendly in there. Just say hi, and I'm sure loads of them will get back to you and say hello to you. If you're watching this on the replay, then that's great too. I would love it if you can leave a comment down below, because in the replay, you know, not many people do. In last week's, well, there were only 2 comments, and I think I made one of them. Hi Kay, how are you? It's good to see you in the room. Andy Merritt, hello, how are you? I should have music intro, should I? Oh, well, we'll see. We'll wait and see. Hi, Tammy, how you doing? There, people are in the chat room already. If you want to come along and join them, that would be great. If, however, you're just watching and waiting to see what's going on, then I don't see that there's a problem. Andy Merritt says I've frozen already, but I can see I'm going all right over here. Chris Pomfret, how are you doing? Nice to see you. So there's lots of people in the chat room already. We're going to start off today with our question of the day, because I want to get this one out of the way with, because I think I might have a few of you wondering what I'm up to. Question of the day today is, what's your most guilty pleasure? Now, most guilty pleasures could be anything, couldn't it? And what I have to say, hello Gordon, hello to you. I don't really believe in guilty pleasures, if the truth be known. Either you like something or you don't, and you shouldn't have to hide it from other people. So with that in mind, I am going to show you my guilty pleasure. It's a music one. I've got it right by me. It's this one. Dawn's Greatest Hits. Yes, I know. I don't know how I can say this out loud. But you know what? I absolutely love this album. I loved Tie a Yellow Ribbon. Hello, Wazza. How are you? I loved Say Has Anybody Seen My Sweet Gypsy Rose? Oh, Dawn were a group, you know, that when I was about 11, 12, I absolutely loved. And I thought the records were great. And so I still like them. I'm sorry, if you want to laugh, you can laugh. But that's it for me. But I want to know now, what are your guilty pleasures? If you're watching on the replay, comment down below. If you're watching this live, get in that chat room and tell me. Hello, Jonathan. Nice to see you here. Oh, come on. When you're saying things like that, Not Three Times was a great record, wasn't it? Chris, I love that. So see, I've got it off to a flyer. I suppose I've gone down in your estimation now, haven't I? I bet you just begin, oh my God, I thought he knew what he was up to. Dawn, yes. I have this record in my collection. If you want one more look, look. Love it, love it. Roland Rat was a legend. He was an absolute legend. That's nothing to be guilty of. Starburst Candy. I love Starburst. Do you know what, Nick? Once upon a time in the UK, we called them the proper name, right? Which was Opal Fruits. And there was an advert that used to go, Opal Fruits made to make your mouth water. Oh, I'm on one already. It's that time of the evening. There's nothing wrong with popcorn and lemonade. Yeah, Andy, I've done that too. Yesterday afternoon, right? Andy's just said about he catches up on programs that he used to watch when he was a kid. Yesterday afternoon, my wife and I watched Land of the Giants. I was about 7 when it came out, and it was so scary when the big people found them. But it was such fun to watch it again yesterday. I bought loads of kids' TV series and collections when I got into DVD buying, and I love going back, you know. Meringue Nests. Oh, I love them. I love Meringue Nests. Grange Hill, yeah, Grange Hill was pretty good. So, yeah, we've got lots of things that we're talking about. So I'm seeing it all come through now. People are starting to tell me their guilty pleasures. But you know what? How can you call it a guilty pleasure? You either like it or you don't. And if you like something, you should be happy to tell people that you like it. Like this. This is green, in case you're not getting a good telly. And if I swivel it round, you probably can't see it. But there's all like little in it. Can you see it moving? Look, the stuff in there. I bought it yesterday. I'm a big child, right? Yesterday, we went to the shop. No, it wasn't yesterday. It was the day before. And as I was leaning on my trolley, trying to keep myself up, as I do, I saw this in the side and I picked it up. And as ugly a colour as it is for a drink, do you know what? It's mango, so it's all right. Hello, James Chavez. Good to see you. And so, yeah, that was a good start off, I suppose, isn't it? I can't wait to see what other guilty pleasures are going to come through from you guys. Now, I'm definitely here normal. I am not AI. AI wouldn't have put that album up. There is nothing wrong with it. The trouble with meringue nests, I find, is that when you bite them, they go down and you get big lumps of white stuff all down the front of you, Chris. And you're going to get caught out. You need a clothes brush to wipe yourself down as quickly as you eat it. But then you're only going to find that they're down on the floor by your feet. That's one of the problems with having something like that. Paul, how are you? Your guilty pleasure is Barry Manilow. Let me just tell you, that is brilliant. I love Barry Manilow, right? When I was young, when I was 19 and I had my first car, right, I had a cassette in there, right? We're going back to 1980. And I had things like the Diana Ross album with I'm Coming Out on it. And I had Bob Marley and the Wailers in there. I had UB40's Signing Off album. All these great albums when I was with my mates. And then when I was on my own, I had Barry Manilow's Greatest Hits on a cassette, and I used to shove it under my seat so no one else could see it, right? And then as soon as I was on my own, I'd pull it out, get it in that deck, and then when I'm there singing, what's it? A Weekend in New England and all them sorts of things, ready to take a chance again, I'd be singing out loud in the car, totally out of tune, but loving every minute of it. I forgot Barry Manilow. I should have done that as well, because I have Manilow magic up there somewhere. So, see, Paul, it's not that bad a thing. I know you love the Beatles, I love the Beatles too, but Barry Manilow has his place in there. The Rocky Horror Picture Show never really did it for me, was I'm afraid. What else? Sweet Plaster Dust. What's that? Andy, what is that? What's my favourite Barry Manilow song? It's Weekend in New England, I think, is my favourite. Yeah, I think that's my favourite Barry Manilow song. You can't pick Mandy because that used to be Brandy. Bermuda Triangle. See, everybody knows a bit, don't they? Oh, Jade. I'm trying to read all this. I'm just... Oh, the rain dust. Right, I'm with you now. Yeah, when they explode. Yeah, I'm up with you. So that's the first part of it, right? Now, this week has been another exciting week on the channel. You guys are just keeping me on edge all the time, you know. In the last 7 days, my views are up another 48.93%. Subscribers is up to 38.58%. This is crazy, guys. We're going like, woo, like Billy O. I'm all excited, to be honest. So let me give you a bit of news that came in today just after 2 o'clock. We hit the quirky number. 81 and 82 are the quirky number, and we hit it just after 2 o'clock today. So That's not good enough though, because as of this moment, I'm looking at my phone, we now have 8,217 subscribers. Wow! Who would have thought it, eh? It's just going brilliant at the minute. Thank you ever so much to everybody who's subscribed to the channel lately. All of you people who decided to stay. The fact that you've stayed is something worth celebrating as well. So I'm really pleased about that. Thank you so much, everybody. It's going great guns at the minute. I was gonna set myself a big target number, still in the 8s, but a bigger target number for me next quirky number. Because you see, the last number was 7,662, right? And we went from there to 81, 82 in 3 days. So I was toying with another number, but I'm a chicken. I think it's just a little bit too far for me to have to go that far. So my next quirky number, right, is 8765. You can guess why, can't you? So that's where we're going at the minute. So it's all, do you know what? It's a bit crazy, isn't it? I'm well chuffed with it, to be honest. But they say, I don't know if it's true or not, but for me, getting to 10 would be really good. 10,000 would make me feel like I've got a proper channel. I'd be like people who know what they're doing, but I don't. I just go, I'll do all of this. I'll wing it all the way, to be honest. Thank you, Paul. I try to be nice. I try to be like as good as I can be. When you're watching my archives, Andy, how awful was I? You should go back to the beginning, because the first 2 or 3 are absolutely terrible. And then from really terrible, after I've done about 100, I'm just awful. And then when I get to 200, I'm, but now we're 300 and odd in, and we're still rubbish. If it's true, could I imagine 10,000 in this live? No, not for 1 second. I know I've got to up my level eye. There's this glass ceiling that I can't see by. I made this stupid thing. I said it, didn't I? I went, I'm going to go for 50,000. Why not? And it's moving. It's not going to get to 50,000 at this rate, but it's still great. It's really exciting, to think that all the work you've put in, all of the things that you're doing on it are starting to pay off. And it's really nice that, yeah, I'm just reading Andy's comments about some of them that I had interspersed with video and effects and that. It's quite cool, but it's so much hard work to do. And to be honest with you, I'm an old man. If the truth's known, I'm an old man. It's a younger man's game, Hey, Steve, how are you? Good to see you in there. Yeah, it's going great guns. Guys, can you see that up the top there? Look, 8,221. A couple of minutes ago, it was 8,217, wasn't it? I said, it's going crazy, absolutely crazy. So exciting. Considering my life is pretty cack at the minute, it's like I get up in the morning and feel tired. I get up and have a wash and I feel tired. I go and get dressed and I feel tired. And all day I feel tired. And then I go to sleep on a Monday afternoon for about an hour and a half to build up my energy for this. And then when this is finished, all of this excitement will go and I'll go and droop into the seat, eat my dinner and then go to sleep. Andy, you should have got a community through. I haven't looked yet. I will go and look as soon as I've finished here. And hopefully people will start seeing all of your posts. It's really nice that people are doing things. Can I, while I'm talking about this growthy stuff, comments, do you know what? It's really humbling, Some of the comments that I've had over the last month or so, people are really brave to say what they're willing to say out loud. It's very humbling, some of the comments that I've received, and also it makes me sort of take a step back, because I am not a professional guru-y type guy. I am not someone who's trained in psychology and all that stuff. All I talk about on my channel is stuff that I've gone through myself, the mistakes that I've made, and I have made loads. And I talk about them and the things that I've learned from them, basically. And so just talking that, it's really humbling when you hear some of the stories and some of the things that people write in the comments. And it kind of makes you feel like you've got a responsibility to give him your best shot as an answer. And I try. I don't know whether it's accepted that way, because you can't really tell, can you, when it's typed out and you're reading it. It's not the same as when you're talking to someone. So it's a weird thing. It's a weird thing, and I feel really humbled about it. Hi, Deb. I see you're in here. Welcome along. Nice to see you in the chat room. That's Deb over in Canada. Oh, another thing about this growth. You see, with this crazy growth we've had, do you remember a few weeks ago, I showed you a world map with 36 pins on it? Do you remember that? Well, let's have another look at it. Look, 55 pins there are on there. That is crazy, isn't it? Loads of people all over the place. The one thing that can be sure is that I know at least 55 people have watched all these videos. Yeah, it's really humbling, and it's something that, to be honest with you, I don't quite know how to take. I suppose you've got to grow into it. It's like everything else. You've lost me, James. I have no idea what that means. I'm just you're going to have to forgive me. I'm up there where I'm looking now is where my chat room is. And so I have to take my eyes off you and look up there to see what you were saying. So, yes, it's been a good week. A good week all told. Now, I've almost pretty much run through my list of things to talk about. We're here for an hour. I should write a list of like 1,700 different things, so I've got something to talk right the way through on. I have got a video ready to film that's coming out Wednesday. I'm going to try and film that tomorrow. But also tomorrow is an odd one for me. As you're all aware of my health and that, my doctor sent a form to some health agency to do with local health communities. I know I'm not explaining this properly. I don't understand it myself. But I had to fill in a health form the other day. And tomorrow, I'm going to have to use Teams for the first time and attend a weekly meeting, the first of, that is 12 weeks long. And they're going to try and help me lose weight and help me with food issues and all that sort of stuff. So that's going to be a bit different, I've got to be honest. Did I see Sherlock in there? Hello, Dave. How are you? Welcome in tonight. Nick, what's for dinner? I know there's pork involved. I know it's been in a slow cooker since early doors this morning. I know it smells really nice, but that's about as much as I know, to be honest. I don't know what we're having, but it smells blooming lovely, whatever it is. And by the time this is all over, it should be nigh on ready. So I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, I've got this health thing tomorrow. I don't know how it's going to work, you know. I have no idea. It looks like casserole, but I don't think it's going to be. I know that sounds... I'm not a cook, Andy. I looked down there. When I went down to get this drink, I went in there and went, Ooh, that smells nice myself. And it always is. It's I've got to tell you this. This is mine and Deb's last dinner together for a week. Because tomorrow her daughter is picking her up and she's taking her to Gatwick. And on Wednesday morning, they're going to get on this plane and they're going to Santorini for a week, which is Deb's Mother's Day present from her daughter. How flipping cool is that? What do you think to that? So she's going away for the week. So it's going to be just me and Niall here for the week. So that'll be different. It'll be quieter, and I'll get to watch more films because I'm at the 8th film in my, what I watched in May grouping. I've seen some new people just come in. Let me just go back because I can't remember who I saw. I saw Dave. Hello. Joanne, how are you? Nice to see you in the room. Somebody else said I'm late for the party. Who was it? Can anyone tell me? I hate this when I miss you. It's like I'm missing the roll call, isn't it? Andy, so you had fish for dinner, did you? And what sort of fish was it? Mm-hmm. Yes, she has cooked for me. She has definitely done that. Santorini's in Greece. You'll probably find it often. You will see lots of white and blue buildings there. It looks blooming pretty as hell. And she's always wanted to go there. And because I haven't manned up and took it yet, her daughter has given her it as a Mother's Day present. And so they're off. They're off for the week. She deserves it because she gets wore out looking after me. So will I be living the bachelor life? Well, as much as you can without walking out the front door. Because one thing's for sure, Nick, I'm not going to be able to go clubbing or anything like that. I'm just nowhere near fit enough to do that. What else have we got? Let's see what else we got here. Easter Parade, James, is a great film. I love it. Watch it. We watch it every year. It's like a little tradition for us. I love haddock. It's my favourite fish. Yeah, we watch Easter Parade. It's a great film. We watch a lot of musicals, as you're probably going to find out if you carry on watching our musicals. My what I've watched in May videos. What did you think to the TV ones that I put out this weekend? Because there's been a lot of comments and great telly programs people have reminded me of that I totally forgot about. Someone did it today. They was talking about the streets of San Francisco. That was one I was on about today. And I loved that, and I've never seen it since. I would love to see that again. We've been watching. I have to tell you, Chris Pomfret sent me a bunch of DVDs the other day. Do you remember the series Butterflies? We was watching Butterflies, and I'd never really seen it before. But Debs used to love it, right? And we was on about it, and we watched a couple of episodes last night, and I realised how miserable it is. God, they are one unhappy family in Butterflies. I know it's a comedy, but it's a very low comedy, isn't it? It's really dark, and God, I don't know how they all survived. I'd have run away from that long. Chris Pomfret, Rockford Files was brilliant, wasn't it? I've been tempted to buy the box set of Rockford Files, but I'm a cheap Jack. I like them cheap. That comes in around 60 or 70 quid or something like that. So it's a bit dear for me. Yep, that's the one, Andy. Jeffrey Palmer, Nicholas Lyndhurst, and the other brother, but I ain't got a clue who he is. I'll tell you my favourite thing about watching Butterflies is looking at all them old cars. the 90s, 70s cars. I'm still waiting to see a Datsun Cherry because I had one, and I'd like to see it get more. Yeah, Steve, you're right. You're right, Steve. Michael Douglas, Carl Malden. I loved all that. God, this is going a bit quick here. I'm just trying to. I've got the DVD to Mona Lisa. Was that? I'm going to have to get it out one day and watch that. I haven't seen it for ages. I don't like the fellow who played Leonard either. I know what you mean. I now have the sun coming through my window. Can you see? It's really, really bright in my eyes at the minute, so I'm going to have to move back and sort of get out of the sun a bit to see, so I can see what you're writing. Yeah, I think Butterflies is an acquired taste. I still haven't made my mind up about it yet. We're probably 6 or 7 episodes in at the moment. I did like As Time Goes By. That was a good series. All right, okay. Columbo. There's a box set of Columbo videos as well. That's another one that was on my list. Sometimes, you have to hang on if you want to wait. I bought the Frasier box set, and it generally retails at about 80 quid or something like that. But I waited and they had a sale on. I bought it on Amazon for 25 quid when the lockdown was on. So it was a really good buy. So I'm pleased I got that. And I'm also pleased some clouds have just come out and I can get back closer to you. Never watched Reginald Perrin, and I don't know why. And shoot me if you like. Leonard Rossiter never appealed to me. I always thought he looked a seedy character. I don't know why. I just had that opinion of him, and I never really watched much what he was in. That's bad English, isn't it? Watch what he was in. Yeah, just one more thing. I know I think anybody who's watching this, I laugh to myself when I think about this. Anyone who watches this on the replay, but watches it without the chat room on as well, can you imagine how weird they must think I am? Because I just chat off and go off in different calls. And what I'm actually doing is just going back to your chat room and seeing what you're all saying. Because it's really odd. I'm looking at the camera and I'm obviously looking at you. But then just above the camera is the chat room, and it's going up like that, and I haven't a clue what's going on. So I have to look up and look away from you to see what it is. Right, Columbo, yeah. They did a remake of Reginald Perrin with Martin Clunes. Not sure how that would go, but then again, I didn't really watch the first one. So this is where I can't get involved in that conversation, I suppose. But yeah, there's so many good telly programs and TV series from the past that I like to watch as well. We're watching at the moment. You can tell I don't watch much normal telly. At the moment, we're watching Twin Peaks, Sex in the City, Butterflies, Miami Vice, and Not All Things Great and Small. Oh, I can't think of it. The one that you sent me, Chris. What was it? I can't think of the name of it. I keep thinking Only Fools and Horses, and it's not that. It's Last of the Summer Wine. That's the other one that we're watching in a minute. So we're watching loads. We watch like old telly used to be. You watch one episode and then you go and change the disc and put another one in, and then you watch a different episode. We've been watching that. We've been watching a lot of programs like that lately. I have to say, Andy, having met Martin Clunes and chatted to him for about 10 minutes, he's a very, very nice person. He was very easy to chat with. and he's no, he's definitely not one of them who's up himself. Is that the right way to say? Is that the right one to say? Up himself. It sounds awful, doesn't it? Is that Sully or Sully? You didn't tell me how to pronounce your name, you know. That is some name you've got there, sir. I have no idea how to pronounce it. I know, I'm terrible. I should actually read out everything I'm replying to. I've seen this thing, right? I haven't worked out how to do it yet. Where when they start to talk about a comment, they click on it and it brings the comment up on the screen. I've seen it loads of times and I haven't worked out how to do it yet. If I could find out how to do that, that would be great, you know. And then that would make it much more sensible, Deb, wouldn't it? People would have some sort of idea of what I'm talking about or what I'm answering or what I'm chatting about. I haven't seen either Amanda Land or Only Child, and what's more, I haven't a clue what they are and who's in them. It's because I'll tell you what we do. I buy a television magazine every week and I skim through it for the odd programs that we do watch, and I set up this recorder thingy I've got. You know, like we used to have a video. This is a hard drivey thing. And I set it up to record things. If a new series is coming on that I want to watch, I'll set up that and record that series, and I flick through it to see if there's any films on there over the course of the week that I like, and I record them and pretty much never look at the telly other than that. I get all the telly that I want to tape done for the week, and then when I've got some time when we've got like an odd hour to spare and watch, then I'll go back and we'll pick something from there, or I'll watch a film from out of there. But I don't kind of watch normal telly anymore. I should think a lot of people are getting that way now. So anyway, for the few of you that have come in since the start, today's question of the day, I just want to go back to that. What's your most guilty pleasure? That's today's question of the day. Now, everybody who was in here earlier on, at the very beginning of it, all come up with some good answers. And so, any of you who've been in since I first asked that question, do you want to join in this? I'm wondering if I could make a video out of it at some stage that we could put up, you know, like a fun one for the weekend, just talking about people's guilty pleasures. Gregor Fisher was Ramsay Nesbitt. I remember him. I remember him in Love Actually as well. I liked him in that too. And I liked him in those adverts. What was it? The cigar one. What was that called? Can't even remember. My mind's going. From Benson and Hedges. What was the cigar that Ramsay Nesbitt was in, that advert where he was always in the photo booth? Come on, who can remind me? I can't think what it's called. That's crazy, isn't it, how your mind goes? Do you think I'm going? It's the tiredness is coming back. We're halfway through this. We're halfway through. And Hamlet, well done. Thank you so much. I could never think of it. All I kept getting in the background of me was going, the mild cigar from Benson and Hedges, but I couldn't think of the name of it. Gordon, there's nothing wrong with playing video games, I tell you. Chris, I'm trying to read it. What was him in the trawler? I'm lost. You've lost me, sir. Lost me. And talking of that, Gordon, about video games, what's been really nice this week and last week, as I told you, I've been converting my family video into files that I can play on here and on the computer and that. And I saw so many, you know, of old arcades from the 70s and the 80s, and all the machines in there. So that was pretty good. Right. So think of you as Sue Lee. Yeah, got it. Rewatching, listening to albums, audiobooks, and films hundreds of times over. I think anyone who likes music listens to records over and over again. I do, all the time. I do all the time. I love going back over my old records, especially this one. If you're watching, it's a guilty pleasure. Dawn, Tony Orlando, Dawn's greatest hits. I'm not going to sing Tiger Yellow Ribbon, all right? I'm just not going to do it. I think it's been done better. Pretty much by anybody who's ever tried singing it. So, where was I? Where was I? As usual, right? Someone's going to have to remind me where I was because I've lost my thread again. You know what it is? I do these little journeys every week and we go off on a little tangent on an angle, and then I forget what I was saying 5 minutes before. I do not know that series, Chris. A Scottish soap about fishing. No, I don't remember that one at all. It's amazing the stuff that you guys know. But I've loved it. I've loved this week talking about TV series and things. The amount of series that have been mentioned from that video. I might do more videos about TV and things. Chasey, hello, how are you? Not seen you for a while. Guilty pleasure. Eating pot noodles while having a bath. I don't know. I don't know about that one. Is it wrong to love pot noodle? I know I shouldn't eat it, and I know it's bad for me, and I don't eat them that often, but I do love a pot noodle. I love them curry ones, you know. There's in Aldi, it's Aldi. They do a really strong curry one. It's not really strong, but it's got a bit of a taste to it, and I like that pot noodle out there. I used to buy them a lot, but since I've tried to be a better eater, I've kind of cut back on those sort of things. Yeah, TV, Andy. Yeah, I'd love it. Love old telly series. With the other day, like that video that I did on Saturday, I just ran downstairs and grabbed a load of... I didn't run. I like to think that I'm fit. I didn't run at all. I went down the stairs holding the handrail, taking it steady. I say I ran downstairs. No, I didn't at all. I went downstairs and got these videos, did about 3 trips back up here to carry them all up here and put them out, and just had a chat about them videos and the TV series. And someone, I've got to tell you this, another one of those comments that made me laugh is that someone tried to troll me, and he only come in with one sentence. Basically, it was like, so you showed Inspector Morse because you're trying to be a regular guy, are you? And that was his comment. I love it. I love it. The other thing else, right, I've got to tell you, is that I'm getting trolled more often these days. Never used to have it at all. When you haven't got many people watching, nobody takes any notice. But since we've had this little burst, it's like the lunatics have escaped from the asylum, and they're typing away all sorts of rubbish I've read. And yet you wonder, don't you? You just have to wonder why they do it. Because to be honest with you, if I see something on YouTube that I don't like, I turn it off and go to the next thing. I don't leave them a comment. I don't put a thumbs down or anything like that, because really, is life that petty that you've got to do that? I'm always amazed. I'll go to Debs. I've had enough of one. It's got enough of one. They've said this or they've said that. I suppose that's the way it's going to be all the time now. If this channel continues to grow, then I'm bound to get some more weird comments on it. It's a good job I don't take them to heart, isn't it? Deb says nastier things to me than they ever could. Let me see where we are. Yeah, I expect so. The trouble is, I come from a fairground family, right? I went to a public school. And I was always picked on in public school because I was supposedly nouveau riche. I wasn't entitled to be there. I shouldn't have been there because there wasn't money in my family. Forget the fact that my mum and dad worked really hard. And we used to do 17, 16-hour days to try and earn a living. And when I wasn't at school, I was working. That was by and by. So I got tormented. I can remember when I was at a boarding school, right? I went to this school, and it was a long line of dormitories, right? And there must have been, I don't know, 150 of us in this row, and you was in a row, right? And you had your room, and it wasn't really a room. It was two walls, a single bed, a little wardrobe, and there was a curtain that you pulled across the front, and that was your little room, right? And if you wanted to go to the toilet at night, the toilets were up the far end, and you'd walk down this aisle, right, past all these beds, and you'd get to the end, right, and you'd go to the toilet, and you knew what was coming, or I always did. As you came out of the toilet, it was like running the gauntlet. See, Gladiator, that program, could do that easy because you had to run through people kicking and jumping at you and punching you in the head and all that sort of thing as you go back to get to your end. And I used to get that all the time. I can remember an occasion when I was... it's a thing called a prep school. It was called St Dunstan's in Burnham-on-Sea, where I lived at the time. I'd gone to a normal state junior school, and my mum and dad wanted me to pass my 11 plus and go to a place called Sexeys, which was a grammar school, Sexeys. But I took the 11 plus, and being the thicko I am, I didn't pass it, so they wouldn't let me go. So they decided to send me to St Dunstan's. Now, with the lifestyle that I had, right, I would go to school, come home from school, and we had an amusement arcade that was open on a holiday camp. And from pretty much March till October, as soon as I come out of school, I went in the cash desk of the arcade and did all my own work while I was giving change for the machines and stuff. And you used to have to get up early, right? And my jobs in the arcade was to get up about 7 o'clock. It had a wooden floor, and so it was always dusty. So I had to go in the arcade about 7 o'clock, get a mop, and mop the floor to get all the dust down. Then I had to sweep it all up and get the dust out. And then because the dust came up in the air, all the machines would be dirty. And so I'd have to clean all the machines and clean the glasses, because my mum and dad liked everything to be just spot on. And I'd have to clean everything up. And that was before we started opening at 9 o'clock. And then I'd go in and have my breakfast and come out and come and do that, right? So I'd do this. And I'm talking about from when I was 10 years old. And the only time I got off was 2 weeks in January. And the 2 weeks that we had in January was only because my mum and dad used to go to London and we'd stop with family, and there used to be a thing called the Amusement Trade Exhibition, and it used to be held at the Alexandra Palace in London. And we'd go there because that was the place where my mum and dad would go each year to buy new machines, where all the new machines were put out. It was like a trade show, if you like. And they'd buy all the prizes for the bingo and all that sort of stuff. And so we'd go there. I liked going because every other showman's family was there as well. So there was loads of kids my age that I kind of knew. And so it was great. But when I come back, I'd get picked on incessantly. And there's this one boy, I won't name him, but he was the same age as me, but much bigger than I was. And he started to have a go at me. And you know when you lose your temper, but you don't want to fight, so I give him a mouthful. And when it's all right for you, you posh twat. You know the things you shouldn't say as a 12-year-old. Going away on your summer 6 weeks off. While you're having your 6 week off, I'm working, I'm doing this. I give him a mouthful. But you see, this is why a troll on here doesn't mean anything. When I travelled on fairgrounds, people would see you in the street and call you a thieving Jippo. Don't ask me why, but you get all that sort of crap. So I've been picked on, I've been beaten up, I've been kicked, I've been punched. If anyone thinks some lunatic on YouTube is going to keyboard me to death, they got no chance at all. Just find it funny that they're so stupid in their heads that they think that they put something on here is going to upset me, because it doesn't. Hi Stevie, how are you? And I've got that out of my way. I've got that little grump out of the way. And yeah, I'm back to myself now. Now I'm going to have to just catch up with you guys who've been chatting while I've been talking that. YouTuber. Yeah, people do try and rile you, but it ain't going to happen to me, you know. Yeah, people who get the ump all the time, they can't help it, you know. They need something better in their life. I'll tell you what would stop them, I think, and it happened to me. Have a little dose of cancer and realise what's really important in your life, and you'll find out that trolling someone isn't. I suppose as you become more popular, likely as... Yeah, I think it's just averages. It's just the law of the game, I expect. I've been getting more. I've been getting more on a regular basis over the last 3 or 4 weeks. And I just wonder how sad their life's got to be that they've got to try and find fault and pick fault. Because, to be honest with you, life's too short. I haven't got the time for any of that. Stevie Weavy, hello, how are you? Welcome to the chat room. Yeah, there are always going to be keyboard warriors, or whatever they want to call themselves. But you know what? Look at this face. It's ugly enough to cope with it, you know. So, how are we doing? What are we doing here? It's, oh, we've got just over 10 minutes to go, which means I'll be going and having whatever that food is down there. So, all I've got to say is thank you guys, because this is my favourite night of the week. You're not going to believe that. This hour that we have together is something that I look forward to each week. It's a highlight for me. I really like the fact that I start with my little list. Here's my little list, look. Here's my little list. It's 5 or 6 things that I think about talking about. And they're usually out of the way by about 10 or 15 minutes in. And then we just talk about whatever you fancy. So yeah, it's all honky dory really at the minute. I'm pleased to say we've got this far. I shouldn't say this to you, should I? I shouldn't say this. I know I shouldn't say this. The camera's holding out. I've got a bigger fan on it this week. I've got a bigger fan on it. So I'm hoping that will keep it cool to get us through this. Mikkel, have I said that correctly? I do hope I have. Thank you so much. It's very kind of you to say so. I appreciate your support. And if anything that I say is of value to you, then I'm pleased about that. It's really good. And if you find something out of my videos, I'm more than chuffed is the only thing I can say. Thank you so much. Right, who else have we got? Who else have we just seen? I've seen something. Andy. That's okay. Listen, just because I've got a little shop doesn't mean you have to buy anything out of it. I don't get upset, don't you worry. I'm more than happy if you've got a DVD player and you've started playing DVDs. More power to you, me old mate. That's just what I like to see, because I still think I'm one of them people. I suppose it's because I'm old. I like the DVDs, and I'll tell you what, as well, having recorded from videos again, I know the quality's not as good, but I've really enjoyed the process of putting videos back in the video player. I haven't done that for, God, 15 or 20 years, and I've done it over 60 times in the last 10 days or so. And it's lovely playing it. I might start collecting VHSs now that I know I've got something that I can transfer them and record them over here. I might start picking up VHSs if I'm ever out and about. Can't help it. Where are you, Joanne? I'm so far away from you. Where are you? Which country are you? I'm going to take it that you're either England or America or Australia. I love this. I love the fact that people are all over the world, and I love the way that they all chat to everybody in the room. I think it's a great thing. I literally dusted a Laurel and Hardy collection. I bought a set of Laurel and Hardy DVDs, but they were only short, about 20 minutes. My son came back from Florida yesterday, Joanne. He's just been to Disney World for about the 7th or 8th time, but he didn't tell a lie. He didn't go to Disney World. He went to Florida. He went down to Fort Lauderdale, and he caught a one of the Disney cruises out to the Caribbean and that, and they stopped off at 2 islands, and he got home late last night, and I spoke to him. No, he got home yesterday morning, and I spoke to him yesterday, and he sent me photos today. So he's just come back from Florida. He loves it over there. He's there. He goes at least once a year, and he's had a good time as well. He said it was very hot in Florida. He said it was 40 degrees the other day. He said, which is hotter than what it normally is. Wow, you guys, I can't keep up with you. Right, they may have been, Andy, those discs that you've got, these might have been part of the same collection, because I bought them out of a charity shop, and there was like 4 discs with about 4 or 5 different shorts on each one. But I like a longer thing than the shorts, to be honest. So that's why I really never got into them. Oh, God, it's going crazy at the minute. I have a lot of old videos. You pay to get rid of the adverts. I kind of don't mind the adverts on here. I would begrudge it if I was paying like they do on streaming. This has happened since I was on streaming, because it didn't happen then. But I believe that now you pay to be on to stream the channel, and now they've started paying adverts, so that you have to pay for the adverts not to watch them. So that's got to be unfair. That's just pure greed, isn't it? Because they've already got you paying in the first place. I think anyone who's been to Florida loves it. I love Florida, to be honest. If I could get myself to Sarasota and find a nice place on the beach, I think I'd do Florida as well. I could go and stay there. In fact, I was watching one of my videos from the other week, and watching some film of Busch Gardens when we went to Florida, and walking through Busch Gardens, and it was lovely. I liked it down that end. Don't get me wrong, I liked it at Orlando. That's it. Get the words out. I liked it at Orlando, but I liked it more when you got down to Clearwater and Tampa and Sarasota. I think I like those parts better. I liked Sarasota is the one I really liked. I could have moved to Sarasota. Where am I? Talk amongst yourself. I'm just trying to catch up with you guys. You're so fast for me tonight. Yeah, they do. I watched something on Prime the other day. I've still got Prime. The only reason I've still got Prime is because I pay for it because I buy a lot off of Amazon, and they bunged Prime in. We've been paying for the free postage thing. I know you're paying for the free postage. You know what I mean. I had a Prime account before they used to put video on it, and so I've kept it. But I did watch something on Prime the other day, which I'll talk about in the video. But the adverts don't bother me too much. They would bother me immensely if I was paying just to be on a streaming channel. I still think of Prime and the video as an extra for saving money when I buy stuff. So you're on the coast near Tampa, Joanne. Lovely place to be. Lovely place to be. I did like it down there. So where are we? We're 4 minutes from the end. Thank you very much. This has been another great evening. I love our nights with you. Who knows? We may do one with Debs away. I could, if I'm at a loose end, kind of just jump in and do an off the cuff one. You never know. And even I'm trying to get ads now. Bring some money into the coffers. I know I'm a terrible one. I shouldn't actually complain, should I? I have no right to complain because now that I'm monetized, they put ads on these. So Tesco does sponsor it. I don't know. I don't do online shops. Although Debs has done one, so that she's got plenty in for us to eat this week. So that's the situation. Anyway, I've said anyway a lot, haven't I? You can tell I haven't got something properly to say. You've had 5 ads cut me off. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Thank you, was very kind of you. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, anyone who's come in late, and I'm hoping that you understand my quirky sponsor number. Instead of waiting, I can't be doing with that stopping. You know, like I'll get to 8,000. I want 9,000. Those big numbers seem too far away from me, so I like to break them down, and I come up with a quirky number. The number that I came up the other day with was 81 and 82. Oh, there was a reason for that. 81 and 82 were good years for me, so I thought that'd be a good number, and so I set the goal to go for that, and we got 81 and 82 this afternoon just after 2 o'clock, so I was well pleased with that. The new number is 8765, so I'll be doing setting up my goal for that, you know. So we started the video, the live stream, and we were on 8217, and as I look at it now, we're on 8226. So it's moving slowly. It's moving slowly in the right direction, which I'm pleased to say. Although I did say it go backwards 2 today. So 2 people unsubscribed, but hey, even I'd get bored of me sometimes. So yeah, the numbers are going up. Things are going well. I'm so pleased. And even in here, look, I remember, most of you will remember a time when we had only get about 10 viewers in here on the chat room, and I could keep up with you all in that chat room then. But we've had 26 tonight, which is great. So thank you all very much. It's been brilliant having you all here. Thank you so much, everybody. Steve, go and win that quiz, my old mate. He's off for his quiz night. Thank you all. It's been a brilliant one once again. It's been fun, as always is. I appreciate you lot more than you realise. And I just called you lot. That's terrible, isn't it? Thank you so much, guys. It's been a fun evening. We're coming to the very end. It is now. Oh, we got just over 10 seconds, and I'm going to be off to go and see what culinary feasts Debs has got as our last meal before she goes on holiday. And so with that in mind, thank you all so much. There will be a video out on Wednesday, and I will speak to you soon. And don't be surprised if I pop up in the week and we do a little, you know, a little off the cuff one. I'll see you all. Thank you so much. I'll see